Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, thanks the presence of Allah Almighty for the abundance of grace, the judge of all us. Can still gather in this place with any berries at all and in good health. Not forgetting the salat and greeting we pour out the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has brought us out of the dark ages to the era of like today, namely Islam. Who, may we all get interaction on the and an electric motor in is a machine that use electrical energy to produce mechanical energy. Thus, the interaction of magnetic fields with conductors. The reverse process, generator or dynamo, converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Uh, motor used in vehicle can function as a motor, can be run as a generator, and vice versa. But this is rarely done in a parties. Electric motors are ubiquitous. mm, Which can be found in various filtration in industry or mm, and vice versa, but this is rarely done in practice. Electric motor or ubiquitous can be found in various transactions in industry or household, so household application and disk drives. The electric motor can be driven by direct current electric energy. For example, a motor that uses battery power, or by electric carrying from the kettle of the electric power distribution uh, blowers and pumps, match tools, hot appliances, and these differs. The electric motor can be driven by direct current electric energy. For example, a motor that uses battery power, or by alternating current from the kettle of the electric power distribution network, the smallest. Uh, Motors can be found in as well medium-sized electric motors are more commonly found in industry with dimensional and characteristics that have higher standard steel. The motor These motors are adapted to the function and intensity of their use by the industry conduct. The largest electric motor is a compressor whose function is to stoke and suppress liquids with a power rating of a million of watts. The principle, the basic principle for generating mechanical force due to the interaction between an electronic current and a magnetic field was known as early as 108,021 during the 19th country. Research began to make electric motors that had better efficiency but the large-scale chemical exploiting of electronic motor require power generators and gains. The principle, the conversion of electrical energy into mechanical energy, is based on the working principle of an electromagnetic field which was first indicated by a British scientist, Michael Faraday, in 2021. Faraday's experiment was a piece of free hanging wherein rested in a mercury container where a mercury container is also placed a permanent magnet. When electric current is applied to a wire, it attaches on a magnet. It extends the electric current creates a lasting magnetic field around the wire. Faraday's motor is often demonstrated in physical class schools, and only salt water is used as a substitute for toxic mercury. Faraday's experiment is the simplest schools. Only that water is used as a substitute for toxic mercury. Fire experiment is the simplest form of motor and is known as a hamper motor, which is owned by Barrow, which was an improvement from the experiment conducted by Faraday and is known as Barrow well. Similar to that Faraday did, Barrow experiment was only a demonstration not suitable for a practical application in the field because the contraction was still enhanced or primitive. Uh, in 127, Hungarian skin test news deadly began to experiment with aerodynamic rotation on a device that carried a lightning magnetic self-rotor. The result of this experiment he used for introducing workers at the universities NE 100 1028. For the first step, introducing their main components of a practical direct motor, namely the stator, rotor and commutator. The stator is stationary part while the rotor is a rotating part. But materials are arithmetic in nature. The problem is the arithmetic problem has not been solved properly. Because the dielectric motor still uses fragment magnetic in fields in the stator and rotor. And again, this dielectric motor does not get room in practical application. The first is not get room in practical application. The first electric motor. The first commutator for a direct current motor that can be applied to a motor was invented by British Canada. William Stronger in 1832 struggled Stronger's hard work paid off the competitor for a direct current motor was made for commercial purpose. Two Americans, namely Emily and Thomas Davenport, purchased innovation and obtained a patent in 1837. This motor can rotate at a speed of 6,000 rotations per minute. Due to the high cost of the zinc electrodes required to power the battery. These motors failed commercially and Davenport went backward. Several other research for students led in developed the same motor, but all found the same problem, namely the high cost of making batteries. As the main supply of motors, since the electricity distribution network at the time did not exist, the Sugar motor did not find a place in the commercial market. In 100,055, the Digmade device with similar principles, namely electromatic self-rotors and discover turned out to be very useful. He made a model of a motorbike, the function as a means of transportation, such as passing moving heavier objects. There is no clear evidence or explanation. The genetic experiments were published more widely in the scientific world at the time. Note that the leak experiment involved the development of electric motor from the next decade. The motor was invented by chance in 1873 When Xenogram cannot take the dynamo, he hit infected with another and then ran it as a motor. The game makes was the first successful electric motor in the industry. This album is Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.